There's so many great hikes in Arizona, but we had to just settle on doing the one in Saguaro National Park because we have to leave early and return to Colorado. One of our favorite places is Sabino Canyon, but the Saguaro National Park was so much closer to where we were staying, so we'll take you along. Saguaro National Park is divided by Tucson into two separate sections. We made a quick stop at the Rincon Mountain Visitor Center. While we were at the Visitor Center, we picked up a map and asked for a little advice as far as where to hike. The north section of the park is flatter. The south and east sections have the mountains and they become steeper and it's more difficult hiking. There's an 8-mile loop that goes around the park, through the park, where you have different trailheads to stop at. And then she also marked the Crested Saguaros in pink, here and here, and a couple down here. So you'll see some of those Crested Saguaros. We've previously hiked on the west side of Saguaro National Park to the petroglyphs, and you can see that. I'll put a link here. You can find Gila woodpeckers and gilded flickers in the saguaros, along with owls and purple martins when they move out. Taking the Cactus Forest Trail for 5 miles to the heart of the Cactus Forest at the base of the Rincon Mountains that connects the Old Spanish Trail south and Broadway to the north. The Crested Saguaro is considered to be made this way by a genetic anomaly. People think that the mistletoe kills the trees, but it actually doesn't. It gives food for and shelter for the birds. And then it adds to the nitrogen.
Partner.
We're headed to the Lime Kilns Trail, which is another half-mile ahead.
This section of Saguaro National Park is a lot greener than the first section we walked earlier. There must be more moisture underground here.
Made it to the Lime Kilns Loop Trail. We'll see what's back here.
The Lime Kiln Loop Trail with the lime.
It's hard to say that, isn't it?
It's hard to say. Lime kiln. It's a tough one to say. Lime kiln is hard to say when you're in the desert and you have a dry mouth.
My job were to load limestone rock on wagons, cut green mesquite and wood for fire, and break out lime. Limestone had to be hauled to the kilns. 10 years old in 1917.
Just looks like a pile of lime.
There's an old rusty can on a mesquite tree. Now that says Old West, doesn't it? There's another one. Place to put your horse. Horse parking.
And there she goes.
That's a bird condo with all those holes. The temperature is about 15 degrees cooler in the summer inside the cactus than outside. A boot is formed inside the saguaro when the birds nest. We continue to see the saguaros with their nurse mesquites, taking care of them and keeping them cool while they were little. There's a lot of mistletoe on that tree, and people think that it kills the trees, but it is actually a good habitat for birds. This has to be the most awesome crested saguaro I've ever seen. Gotta wipe your boots off to prevent invasive species. This is Javalina rock. The javalinas like to come here and hang out in the shade and have shelter. The desert gets a lot cooler in the evenings, so the rocks hold the cold, and the javalinas like that.
Javalina rock. Who knew?
Better pay attention to where I'm walking here. No javalinas are boar-like critters, but they have their own species, and they have hooves. They aren't usually aggressive unless they're cornered. When we have seen a javalina in the desert, they were usually running away or rolling around in mud. They're kind of ugly creatures. Time to take off the hiking boots and put the chacos on.
That's right.
Cool the feet down.
Oh, it feels good.
Ooh. The bike riders are pretty hardy out here because there's a lot of up and down on that road. The little red flowers are beautiful when they open up. Hi friends, we're at the Pima County Fairground south of Tucson in the RV park. There happened to be a tab or new camp rally. A whole lot of little trailers running around. Unfortunately, these guys are all facing the afternoon sun. These are new camp. I don't think they're tabs, but they look like tabs. This is a really pretty wrap that they had done on this one. I don't think the little moose came with it, but we're glad you came along. I don't think they're in the new camp section. In our next video, we visit the amazing Saguaro National Monument.